Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Toss it to the back, running left. He shreds the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is great defensive football. Get out on the edge, use your shoulders, wrap up, and take control of that defender. Use that hit stick for a big loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's found some room with the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I'll tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Florida State. There was a foot race and he won it. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back in motion now. Fights off a defender. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. There's so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff in a single back formation. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And the wideout goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. Overthrow, just too much on that ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look.
We just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
There's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful. Let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Snags a quick throw. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the motion by the back now forced, makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Has the first down and more. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense. Enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets...
And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
No huddle now for the offense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He pulls in the catch. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The junior able to bring him down quickly. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now here's the toss play. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
They'll They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Noles pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Oh, it's a reverse. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
They'll try the option play here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. We'll try to run it with the option. And the quarterback can't even get the pitch off. That play goes nowhere.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Fires it to the wideout. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 35-yard attempt. And he knocks that one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Back to throw again. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs here. Gets into space at the 50. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the toss play now, running left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Going after, not right through. Now they get set to kick it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And here's the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding some room at the 25. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Auburn. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the...
Down at the 15.
Comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The Seminoles with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. Just time enough for one more play in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 40. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. We get the second half started with the running play. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. First down here for this offense. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. And the single back takes the handoff.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards. Auburn now operating in the red zone.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial third down play right here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point makes the lead 11. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play in that corner.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to the 31.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Heading left after the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Barberi. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Movement here from the tight end. He's going to hand this off. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and he very nearly threw a 4th interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Will he score here? Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made after just a short gain. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
3:25.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And the extra point goes up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Takes the handoff again. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock, trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the wideout goes in motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's a 1st and 10 play. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Touchdown, Auburn. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Going to try to use his legs here. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball for 31.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Pressure is coming. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.